Hello, everyone, and welcome to another video. This is another book talk. This is not from the Bob and Nikki series, but I just read a really interesting book and I wanted to talk to you about it. Share my screen. This book is called Harry's Trees. By It's by Jon Cohen. Jon Cohen is an author that I had not heard of, but apparently he used to be a critical care nurse, and he is also the same man who co-wrote the script for Minority Report, the movie directed by Steven Spielberg. But this book, if you like a touch of magical realism, it's still quite firmly grounded in reality, and you're looking for something uplifting but not too Pollyannish, this might be the book for you. The book follows the titular character, Harry Crane. He works for the United States Forest Service. He's become a bureaucrat. We get the idea from the details in the book that previously in his life he was out planting trees and out in nature and very hands-on, but he's reached a point in his seniority in the Forest Service where he is doing a bureaucrat job, and he's stable in the job, he's happy to some extent, but he really would rather be out among the trees, involved with the trees, climbing the trees, talking to the trees, having relationships with the trees that he grew up around and that he has had an affinity for since childhood. And that's his dream. And he's somewhat stilted in that. But every time that he goes out, he buys a lottery ticket and he has this hope of making it big so he can quit his job and be stable. He has a wife that he loves very much. They don't have children. His wife's name is Beth, and Harry wants to provide a stable life for Beth, and he wants to be among his beloved trees. And despite her assurances that they're going to make it, that they could make it, that he should just quit his job and go and become a staff person at the I'm sorry, the arboretum, or even the garden center. He just refuses to do it until one day he and his wife are going to a movie, and they they pass a construction site near the movie theater. They're running late, and there's a tragedy at the beginning of the book, and Harry's wife dies in a freak accident at the construction site. And Harry, of course, is devastated by this. So he sort of goes through this spiral period, and he goes out into the Pennsylvania woods, and he's going to end his life there. But something happens, and he doesn't end his life, and there enters into his life at that point a little girl who's also lost her father. And throughout the course of the book, we discover that this young girl and this grieving man develop this relationship, and there's a whole other plot that unfolds. Harry gets a windfall, and there's a lot of elements of magic that happen, but they're plausible enough. They're far-fetched, but they're plausible enough. But there is an element of magical realism in this book that I think adds a lot of interest to it. If you're a fan of magical realism, if you like a lot of descriptions of nature and trees, especially, you'll find that in here. If you want to geek out on the scientific names of trees, you'll find some of that in here. I can see this book stirring an interest in trees and natural phenomenon for some people with the right proclivities. But I really enjoyed the story. It focuses on how two people from very diverse backgrounds who probably would never have met each other can have the pieces to each other's puzzle and really help each other to heal. So if you're looking for a new read, possibly a new read for the summer, this would be a good one to take on with you. I really liked the characterizations in this book, and as I've said, the descriptions of the natural phenomenon, the trees, and the relationships in this book. I would definitely read more from this author. He has at least two other books published that I know of that I had never heard of, but definitely something that I will be looking into. This book was published in 2018 by Mira, and highly, highly recommended. I hope you enjoy it. If you give it a read, please let me know, okay? Take care, and I will see you in my next video. Happy reading, everyone. Bye for now.